a year in, what do you guys want for your future? Are you at a point where you're like, oh, this is my person. This is who I want to get married to. This is who I want to have a family with.
I think it'd be silly not to, like have plans like that if you're going to commit to someone like this long, like not even think about that at all. Yeah, that is my plan in the future is to marry this girl.
My dad doesn't want us to talk about getting married yet because we're young, but we're both very committed to each other. We're hoping that that's what God has in store for us, so yeah.
Congratulations to making it to 1 year, and I hope that you guys keep coming back and celebrating.
We joked about having Mr. Gaddy's catering at our wedding.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Hey there, Facebook. This page has had so much growth over the last couple of months. I feel like I need to introduce myself for those of you new here. My name is Loopy. I'm the oldest son of Loopy and Veronica Zapata. They're the owners of Mr. Gatti's Victoria. Here at the restaurant, I wear a lot of hats. If you're visiting, you'll probably see me standing right here at the counter, making sure your kids are spending all of the tickets they've earned while playing games. So I want to tell you a story that I'm really excited to share. This is the story of Kade and Isabella. So one day I was in here all by myself and it was pretty early in the morning and there was a young couple here. They were just doting over each other. He was holding her hand, they were hugging each other, they were giggling, they were looking at each other with like goo-goo eyes. They just looked like they were totally in love. And I just kept like looking over and I'm like, they look so adorable. It's annoying how adorable this couple looks. And they are like smiling at each other and like holding each other's hands and like kissing each other. And I was like, oh my gosh, I have to ask them how long they've been together. So when it was time for them to come and get their prizes to spin their tickets, I just started chatting with them. Had you guys been to another Mr. Gatti's before? Like what is the story of Mr. Gatti?
My family loves Mr. Gatti's. Or like they did, because there was one here before, right? Yeah. And they did when they were growing up, and I never got to go to it. So they're like, you should go there. And then we got a date night thing at our project celebration after high school. So we got two at Industrial. Okay. So we got 2 free cards and a free buffet for our first date. And then you told us to come back for free food. Yeah.
So the first time you guys came, what was it like, the random guy coming up to you? And, like, talk to me a little bit about that. How did that happen?
It felt like a movie, honestly.
Yeah, it did.
What's happening right now? And it was funny because like you, whenever you said come back in 2 months and you'll get free arcade and
yeah,
we were like, oh, that's why we're here.
Yeah.
It was so funny when we told our family about it. Like they were like, no way that happened to y'all. So
now I'm gonna be honest. I am a hopeful romantic, and I love all things love. But I didn't think I'd ever see Isabella and Kade ever again. They looked way too lovey-dovey to make me think that they'd actually last. I thought that they were just maybe in that honeymoon phase that comes with being in a new relationship. They're 19 years old, and let's be honest, not all relationships last at 19 years old. So imagine my surprise when me and my sister-in-law are having lunch in one of the party rooms here at the restaurant, and my brother walks in and says, Loopy, there's a young couple here asking to speak with you. And I got so excited. I knew that it was Isabella and Kade. So I ran to the front of the restaurant and they told me that they were here to take me up on my offer of a free lunch because they were celebrating their 4-month anniversary. So I gave them a free lunch and I gave them some game cards, and once again, they looked more in love than ever. And I told them that if they came back every 2 months, that I would give them a free lunch if they gave me an update on how their long-distance relationship was going. So over the last year, Kade and Isabella have visited the restaurant every 2 months to celebrate their anniversary milestone. And I am so happy to announce that they recently celebrated their 1-year anniversary. I asked them to sit down with me and share what it's been like being in a relationship over the last year. The year that you guys have been together, what has been, I guess, the biggest obstacle? You guys are in a long distance relationship, so I know that's rough. So Isabella, what has been the hardest thing for you being in a long distance relationship?
Yeah, I would say definitely the distance. I mean, we are very fortunate. We do get to see each other like pretty much every week. There's been a couple weeks where we've gone longer without seeing each other. He's working down here, and I'm very involved at school, and I'm working up there as well, and I'm parts of a really demanding organization. And so, like, whenever I am super busy and he's super busy, it's hard to find time to talk, and like, you know, that's really important. In a relationship, you gotta keep talking and keep communicating with each other, and sometimes that's not very easy to do. So I guess there have been not really rough patches, but times where we couldn't really find enough time to make time for each other. But I feel like we've really learned how to work through that and make time for each other.
Now, when I shared their story on Facebook, it got such a great response, and it's been one of our highest performing posts that we've had over the last year. It performed so well, it was part of the reason that Mr. Gatti's Victoria won Best Social Media at the Mr. Gatti's conference last year. And we still haven't displayed this plaque. I need to get on that.
My parents thought it was so funny.
But yeah, like random people that Kade would see, like he didn't.
I got recognized by like 2 old ladies at Salvation Army. They're like, "Wait, you're on the Mr. Gatti's post, aren't you?" I was like, "Yeah."
Local Mr. Gatti celebrity.
Who said I love you first? Do you remember?
Said it at the exact same time.
How does that work? What do you mean? Because that doesn't sound real.
It was like, it honestly, it didn't feel very real. It was very cringy,
It was
to be
really
honest. Like, it was like,
I feel like both of you are very cringy when it comes to love.
yeah,
Every time you come in, you're like
we're kinda
holding
cringy,
hands,
yeah.
and you're watching the video
Yeah.
together. Like,
We're
they're so
definitely
cute,
very
it's
cringy.
she okay, I forgot who said it first. I think she said, she was like, I want to say something. And like, I knew what she was like trying to say, and I was like, dang, I wanted to say it too, but it was also only like a month in, and I was like, dang, like, I think I know what you're saying. Like, do you want to say it at the same time? And then we said 3, 2, 1, and then we said that.
It was so cringe.
If there is a high school couple maybe watching this right now, maybe they're both about to graduate and go their separate ways, but maybe they still want to stay in the relationship, what would your bit of advice be to a young couple maybe afraid of the long distance relationship right now?
100% communication. Like, just, you can't be afraid to talk about anything, because if you let something, like if you think something's wrong and you let it just kind of like stir and you don't talk about it, it's just gonna become like hatred, and like you're not gonna like this person. You're gonna build that resentment against them instead of actually fixing the problem. Like, you're a team, but you're gonna be against each other if you do that. So just communication and talking. She needs to understand you, and if you hide that from her, then it's gonna end. And if you really want it to work, if both of you really want it to work, it will work.
I would say just do it. Like, that's really what I needed to hear. I was just really afraid and being like, well, I don't want to put myself through that. If I do end up like falling in love, like I like don't want to have to do a long distance relationship. But like what I just really needed to hear was like don't be afraid to just dive in and do it.
So if you guys make it, and I feel so bad saying if, but like, if you guys make it to 2 years, will you come and celebrate here at Mr. Gatti's?
Yes,
For sure.
absolutely.
I promised Kade and Isabella that if they made it to 2 years, we would throw them a huge party here at Mr. Gatti's, because statistics show that if you make it past 2 years, you have a better chance of making it to 5 years. I didn't make that up. It's true. It's factual. So Kade and Isabella, may the next year of your relationship be filled with all things bright and beautiful. So for all of those young couples graduating in the class of 2025, maybe you're scared that you and your significant other are going separate places, maybe different schools, one staying here, one going off. Take some advice from Kade and Isabella. If the love is strong enough, anything is possible. On behalf of all of us here at Mr. Gatti's, we wish you a very happy graduation weekend.
I take one look at you, you're taking me out of the ordinary. I want you laying me down till we're dead and buried. up in the clouds, are jealous knowing we found